Yeah, I'm not on the right path. This trail is just going the wrong way. There's supposed to be a trail, some kind of path right here. There's absolutely nothing, so I'm a bit confused. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's time for another hike. I am in a local woods and I thought today it's a great weather to do a nice hike, and I thought, you know what, I'll bring you guys along. All right, let's get going. I'm actually still close to the city. That's why you can hear all that traffic. And there's also a construction site right next, just like right over there. Probably you're not able to see it properly, but anyway, things are gonna die down, and once we get away, we're gonna have a lot more peace and quiet, nature sounds only. I hope I'm on the right path. No, I don't think I am. I'll have to get down there somehow. Okay, let's turn back. Right, so that map seems to be a bit outdated, or the path, it's overgrown. Whatever the case is, I cannot go through there. So what happened is I walked out to that cemetery, and on the way out I spoke to someone and they told me to try this path. So basically now I'm trying to find a detour, shall we say, so we can go back on track. We should be back on the path in a couple of minutes. Now, according to this map, this is the place where I should have come through. I'm not sure why I couldn't get through there. It was just a fence and a cemetery. Oh well, we're back on track. See that? One thing that's really annoying is the fact that I have to keep my phone in my hands, basically. So I make sure I'm on the right path, because many times, very often, you have a situation like this. There's two ways and plenty of opportunities to go the wrong way. We have to go on the left hand side. this fence is basically the limit of the local zoo. I'm not sure if it's just property or if they have any animals inside. I don't see any animals. I can feel a faint of I don't know, wild pig or something smell. However, I could only tell when I was close to the zoo. Now as I'm walking away, I can't feel anything, which means most likely just coming from the zoo. So I made my way to my first, well, not my first, but I guess it's about halfway in my hike for today, and I'm not sure what I expected, but I'm still deep in the woods. I guess it's not that surprising. In a place called, for some reason, the German's Hat. I'm not sure why they call it like that. Anyway, apparently there's two, I guess, peaks that are called like that. This is the first one. There's another one further ahead, that way. But our path and the hike that I chose for today, that way. So we're gonna go over that way. So we're at about 503 meters elevation. We're pretty deep in the woods, to be fair. As a kid, I used to come to these woods very often, but I never been this deep in the woods. So this is a new territory for myself. Not only that, but I haven't encountered any locals yet, and I doubt that I'll find anyone on this trail. And the reason is there's apparently bears in this area, or you know, bears have been seen. So you know, just in case, to be safe, I got a bear spray with me. Just a couple of days ago, I think it was like a week ago or so, there was a mama bear and 3 cubs, and they were caught actually in these woods, and they were, you know, relocated. So encountering a mama bear with cubs, that's probably the worst case scenario. So I'm happy that the whole family got caught and relocated somewhere else. I was planning to throw the drone out and get some shots, but it's just woodlands, and it's not a good idea. So we're gonna march on. Let's go. What I forgot to add was that when I was at the beginning of my hike at some point, and I was walking through that cemetery, I was walking out of the cemetery. I actually asked 2 ladies, like, is this the right path? Am I going in the right way? And they were like, yeah, I'm not sure. They said they didn't know the trail or the hike, and they asked me, did you come through the woods over there? You know, did I arrive at that place through the woods? And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god, there are bears in these woods. Very likely I'm not going to encounter a single soul on this trail, because people are worried about bears. This is also, I think, a mountain biking trail, but I haven't seen anyone. That is probably for deers. What happens, I believe, is that they put hay there in the winter for the wild deers. I'll tell you what, you think I have this map, because this trail is just going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm not on the right path. I think it's overgrown or something. Let's go back a little bit. Right, so there's no other path, so I'm just gonna cut through here, follow the map, and we'll see. Okay. I find some kind of trail. Let's see if this is the right one. Well, guess what? That wasn't the right one either. We're gonna go back on following the map and see where that takes us. Did you see that? There's supposed to be a trail, some kind of path right here. There's absolutely nothing, so I'm a bit confused, but never mind. We're just gonna follow it the way the map shows and just keep on going. Right, so there's still no path. However, I managed to find signs like that. And I remember seeing them in some previous trees as well. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a path sign or whatever, but for now it's just there's no path. Like, look. Anyway, let's push on. Just when you thought that you found the path, you have to get back. You have to get back to the bush. What is this? This looks like another path. But at this point, I didn't even know what to say anymore. Still nothing. Just cutting my way through the wild, dense woodlands. So, we finally made it somewhere. After walking for ages through dense, thick woods. That's a good sign. So now I kind of know where I am. There's also this sign. So technically speaking, there we go. That should be our path. I hope. But I've said that so many times in the last, 1 hour or so that I'm not even sure anymore. So we're gonna follow it for a bit and we'll see where it takes us. Okay, so now I definitely know where I am. We're getting somewhere. Pretty obvious what that said. Be careful there are bears in the area. Well, I haven't seen any bears yet, and hopefully we're gonna keep it that way. So that's the zoo just behind us, and we're gonna take a left and follow this trail for a bit. I just saw two guys walking on this trail. But it was so close to the zoo where people had their cars parked. I'm not sure. I don't think they were walking the trail, if I'm completely honest. I think they just visiting the zoo. We're starting to descend, which tells me we are closing in on the point where we started the trip. I'm not sure how long do we have left. Maybe 1 or 2 miles. Right, so we're approaching the end. We're basically 10 minutes-ish, maybe even less from where we started. Almost nobody on this trail. So this was definitely a nice adventure. Even though at some points the path, well, there was no path. So it was still fun. And I'm happy I came out. No bears, which is always good. So I think this is gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff for the algorithm. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye-bye.